Let's start afresh.
Members of the United States Congress, thank you very much. And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
I believe so too. I hope, because Trump only has 4 years. So I really hope that when Trump is gone, this momentum continues. I really hope that it can.
Six weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started.
I think so. I think has potential to be one of the greatest presidents America has ever seen, because it's when
America's momentum
a country is facing great turmoil and great challenges, something that could potentially destroy them, that you will know who your heroes are, because Trump was a hero that we needed at a very vital time, and it was almost like it was God. It was almost like movie. It was almost like prophecy, where you pray for something, you pray for someone, and that person ends up coming and rescuing you and coming into power and doing exactly what they say they would do. It's not common. It's not common. He came in signing presidential orders one after the other, and I was really impressed. I've never seen something like that. It was it was a great moment for the world, not just America. It was a great moment for the world, because I know that other presidents are watching and they see what he did. They see how people reacted to an extremely great gesture like that. And I know that some people will take notes and some people will learn from that. But with time, the whole world will still get to see.
Back, our spirit is back, our pride is back, our confidence is back, and the American dream is surging bigger and better than ever before. The American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback, the likes of which the world has never witnessed and perhaps will never witness again.
I hope so. I hope we won't witness what the Democrats and the Liberal Party, what the Liberals did the last 4 years. I hope we will never witness that again. I hope we can continue to win, because witnessing that again will be like absolute chaos. The kind of chaos that was happening and still happening, because we haven't stopped the chaos. We are still fighting. You notice judges trying to block one order after the other. So it's not like the chaos is over, but at least we have a fighting chance now. And I hope we never witness something like that. I really hope so. I really hope we never do.
There's never been anything like it. The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
That's true.
We won the popular vote by big
Yeah,
numbers and won counties in our country.
you did. You did. USA, USA. I like the country. To be honest with you, I like the country. I've liked USA for a very long time, but the Biden administration really tested my love for the country. Because even currently, I don't let my kids watch a lot of American movies, and I think you all know why. But with Trump in power, I don't know if he'll be able to stop DI in the movie section. All this wokeness, if he'll be able to fight wokeness in movies. But I really hope he does, because I'm counting on him. The whole world is counting on him. The whole world is actually counting on Trump. And if he does stop wokeness in the movie sector, that would be a big win, because movies, the absolute form of propaganda the woke mind virus uses to operate. Hollywood, that is the number one form of propaganda. Look at Netflix. Almost every show on Netflix has that woke mind virus attached to it, ready to leech onto any child that even decides to spend a couple minutes into the movie. They are there. Always. Subconsciously operating in the open, in the dark, in any aspect, they are there. Whispering different words, whispering visuals, showing you things that you never bargain to see. They force you to see it just because of you wanted to watch a movie. It was never like that. Or even if it was, we weren't exposed at this extent at which we are exposed currently. You can't even relax without being MK ultra into something. As a conspiracy world, but it is true. It is true.
And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525, on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
J.D. Vance is a G.
Now,
I
for
like
the
J.D.
first
Vance.
time
J.D.
in
Vance is
modern
a real
history,
G.
more Americans believe
J.D. Vance
that our
is
country
a
is headed
real
in the
G.
right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
The main man.
Likewise,
I'm not an American. And the way things are with a lot of laws, I'm not even sure I want to be. But I do like that Tom Homan. Is it Homan or Homeland? Okay, Homan. That man is a stand-up man. The way he came in and really showed, he just disgraced the Biden administration, because it took him less than a month to do what they've been trying to do for 4 years. It's crazy. Totally disgraced them. Tom Homan is someone that Biden looked down on and didn't use him, because probably they didn't want the border closed, so they had to keep him on the sidelines. But I thank God that Trump knows who a real man is and competent people, and immediately he came in, he appointed the man and said, handle this. And that's a good thing.
small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning.
This man is very disgraceful. He's a big asshole. Apologies to your age, and I like to respect I like to respect older people that are older than me. I really do. But it's crazy when they don't actually respect themselves, because you're making a fool of yourself. Trump hasn't even said anything controversial. He hasn't even insulted anyone or done the usual Trump things. But you stand up and you decide to make a fool of yourself, and he also looks like the person who instigated the impeachment in the first week of Trump office. I think it's him also. And that's crazy. He shouldn't be doing all this. If he can start any impeachment process, it is within his right. But standing up and trying to cause chaos and being what do they call it? Noisy. Trying to distract everyone, trying to distract Trump from his speech. I think that's crazy. I think he should do better. That's what a child would do.
Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the sergeant at arms to restore order
Trump
to the joint session.
He's shaking his. Oh, this guy. Oh, Trump.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
He needs to be removed. He needs to be removed. Jasmine.
Members are directed
Jasmine
to
Crockett.
uphold and maintain decorum in the House.
Jasmine Crochet.
Mr. President, you continue.
I don't even know which one it is. I know her name is
Over
Jasmine.
the past 6 weeks,
That's a good
I have
name, a
signed
beautiful
nearly
name.
100 executive
And she's
orders
actually
and taken
beautiful,
more than
but
400 executive actions
Crazy
a record
black woman.
to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
He's doing his job better than anyone I've seen. Trump is setting an example for other people, other presidents to emulate
In
from.
fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation. By many.
I think so. I think so too. I think so too. I think it is.
And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that?
How about that?
I don't know about that list. But
Whatever, I will take it also.
Within
I will
hours
take it.
of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency.
It's not a
on our
crime to
southern
be a
border,
fan of Donald
and
Trump.
I deployed the
It's
U.S.
not. It's
military
not.
and Border Patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever.
That's true. That is very true.
They heard my words and they chose not to come. Much easier that way.
That's true.
In comparison, under Joe Biden, the worst president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands.
Trump will never let the world forget that Joe Biden was truly a horrible president.
Murderers, drug dealers,
he would never let the world forget that.
From mental
and I think it's good also, because why should they?
Were released
Why should they?
Into our country.
So that they know what the media
This is my fifth such
did.
speech to
They
Congress.
covered it up.
Again, I look at the Democrats.
They covered
and I realize
the disaster Biden was.
I can say to make them happy, or to make them stand, or smile, or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy, or to make them stand, or smile, or applaud. Nothing.
Nothing.
I could find a cure to the most devastating disease.
There's nothing you can do. They try to kill you, brother.
Entire nation.
They try to kill you. They try to kill this man.
The greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way. So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible
They never will.
America?
They will never do that.
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's
They will
make
never
America
ever
great
do
again.
that. They will never ever do that. Nancy Pelosi, no papers to read today. No papers.
Every day my administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid. I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars.
Climate. It's not good being gullible. I remember when I was in school, growing up, secondary school, just like high school in the US. Whenever I heard of climate, I was actually excited. I wanted to help. I wanted to start a climate program. I wanted to start a lot of climate actions because I was indoctrinated. It's not that I don't care about the environment. I do care. I want to still do so many things that have to do with maybe recycling, and I do care about the environment. But growing up is finding out that when the rich talk about the environment, it's just another form of taxation. It's just another form of compliance. Oh, we don't want you buying fuel for your car. We want you driving an electric car because of environment. Oh, we want you paying this amount of tax because of the environment. Oh, this is what we want because of the environment. Oh, the environment. Take this vaccine because of the environment. Put your kids here because of the environment. Stop driving. Take the bus because of the environment. Oh, you shouldn't. Why do you want to drive? Get bicycles. Drive a bicycle because of the environment. That is another way of subjugation. Oh, you have the money, but mentally they put you in bondage. you find yourself having money for a car and taking the bus. I'm not saying that that is what is happening everywhere currently, but that is where they were taking us to. Eco-friendly, zero emission. What does that mean? Here in Nigeria, we barely have electricity for more than 7 hours a day. This light you see right now is my own personal power source, not from the government. I had to buy my electricity. So what do you think I would do when I have an electric car? I have a generator. Where will I charge my electric car from? Yeah, I'm not saying that the Nigerian government is actually imposing electric car on anyone, but the UN and their SDGs, this is where they're leading us to. And it's not going to happen because we can see. We know their plans. It's not going to happen. I don't want to go deeply into anything climate change because YouTube will just slap a huge climate guideline policy boom, on this video. And I think I'm going to blur out the word climate or even edit it out because I'm still getting started to YouTube and it's going to be a source of income. It's not for fun. I enjoy the video. I enjoy talking, but also I want to take it full time and I want to also have an income from YouTube, which is why I'm probably going to post the uncensored version on X. Yes, on X and on Rumble, I'll post all the uncensored version, but YouTube, I'm going to be censoring a lot because free speech is not for YouTube.